Right, my name's Steve. I'm going to show you my setup I got under here. It's my car amp and my JBL sub. I'm powering off of a power supply and a capacitor. What I've done here is on my green and black wire here is a strip. I've connected a switch so I can switch the power supply on and off. It's quite essential I do this because the power supply trips out when you start the capacitor for the first time. It's a safety feature because it draws so much energy. Also what I've done is I cut down the old wires. You also have to connect the orange to the black, the brown. The brown to any orange wire on the power supply, doesn't matter. Connect that together and just make sure it's constantly stay together. And all under here I've got loads of loose wires. I know it's dangerous, but I've made sure I've cut them down quite well. What I've done is I've wrapped all the yellow wires together and binded them at the end and connected them into the capacitor like that. And I've used proper electrical wire for plugs in that to connect the capacitor to the amplifier. It's 1.2 farads. I can get a lot of charge in there. I mean, it'll run the sub when I switch it off for a good 10 seconds or so when there's no power. At the back here, I've used all this power cable, proper power cable, all over the place because it's just, you know, it's harder wearing, heavier duty. Instead of just using thin wire like you don't want to use thin wire like this. I mean, catch a fire or melt it or something. My power supply is nothing special. I mean, people recommend you get about 25 amps. But I'm not using 25 amps. Mine's is only 15 amps on the 12 volt rail, so it's nothing amazing. There's a sub I'm using. It's a 15-inch JBL GTO. Also to power that, I've got this electrical cable as well. Right. To start this, I've got to flick my switch twice, because what will happen is it won't charge for the very first time because it draws too much current. So if I flick it once, right, you'll notice that the fan doesn't start spinning. But the second time, it will light up, and then for the third time, the fans will spin, and it's charged. Now that's my capacitor charged now. People put diodes in between, but I put a diode in between mine, and I found that it wasn't charging to the full, and it was too dull. There wasn't enough power in it, so I've done it like this. I mean, it might wear out the power supply quicker, but I mean, with the capacitor there, it just means that this stays cooler. It doesn't put as much strain on it. But if you hit a high bass note, you know, you want to turn it down. You don't want to keep it that loud, because you'll burn out the capacitor. As you can see there, it's switching between 12 volts and 11.9 volts. I mean, it's basically running at 12 volt now, but it only ever goes down to about 11.4 volts on loud. But you can turn it up louder, and I mean, it will drop below 11. But you don't want to do that. It's too loud on a flat like this anyway. So, but it does the job, you know. So yeah, it's good. So if you have a look at the other videos on my page, you'll be able to see it being tested out. That's the capacitor going on standby now because it's not being used. So yeah, if you want to see it tested out now the sub's on that. It works properly, it works fine. But you can see now the capacitor's toned out because it's not drawing any current on such a low volume. But yeah, so it's only a mutant amp. I mean, it's nothing special. It cost me 30 quid off eBay. So. But yeah, it's a good amp. It's a good cheap amp to use to test it out. I mean, you don't want to go mad buying expensive amps, and you want to stay pretty in a decent price range before. And if you know it works, then get a bigger amp. But I think that one does the job fine, to be honest, especially if that is size. But the power supply isn't sufficient enough to really power anything better than this. So there's no point going out and spending like 70 quid on an amp when this one's only 30. And the power cap was weren't expensive either. But the sub, I mean, they're good subs, and they're cheap. So yeah, it's a decent setup, man. Just leave me comments, and I'll get back to you. Alright, cheers for watching.